Hello everyone and welcome to this video on the Music Teachers Board Contemporary Guitar Exam. My name is Lee Fuge and I'm here today with musicteacher.com, and in this video we're going to take a look at technical exercise number 1 from the grade 1 exam. So I'm playing the exercise on an acoustic guitar today, but you can also do this on an electric guitar. I'm going to use a plectrum to play this exercise, but you can also do this with your fingers as well. Technical exercise number 1 from the grade 1 exam is a combination of scales played both ascending and descending in different note groupings and some chords. For the most part, the single notes we're playing here are going to be played as a series of 8th notes, which means we're playing 2 across each beat. So I'm going to play this in full so you can hear how this sounds, and then we'll talk about all of the elements that go into this technical exercise. So the actual notated tempo of this is 40 beats per minute. So this is quite a slow tempo, so you can grab your metronome. I'm using one on my phone for this, but you can use any metronome of your choosing. Set the tempo to 40 beats per minute. This gives you the length of the beat that we're going to be playing. So we're going to be doing 2 notes on every beat, except for the chords, which you're holding for a full bar, which is 4 beats. And there are also a couple of instances at the top of both the ascending runs where we're holding a quarter note, which is a full beat. So here's how 40 beats per minute sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we break that down into 8th notes, what we're getting is this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that is the approximate tempo that we're going for this exercise. So the first thing we're doing is playing a G chord on the very first bar. We're holding this for 4 beats. Then we're coming up a G major scale in different note pairs. So the first thing we're doing is playing the G and the B open, followed by the 2nd fret of the G and the 1st on the B. So that is 2 beats there. 1, 2. On the 3rd beat we're playing the open B and the 3rd fret on the B. And on the 4th beat, the 1st on the B and the open E. Then in the 2nd bar, we're playing 3 on the B and 2 on the E on the 1st beat. Open and 3 on the 2nd beat. 2 on the E and 3 on the B on the 3rd beat. And we're ending on the 3rd fret of the E on the 4th beat, which we're holding for an entire beat. Once we've held that for a beat, then we're coming down the scale. So we're starting from the 2nd on the E and coming to the 3rd on the B on the 1st beat. The 2nd beat is the open E and the 1st on the B. The 3rd beat is the 3 on the B and the open B. And then the 4th beat is the 1st on the B and the 2nd on the G. The next bar we're playing the open G and open B on the 1st beat, the 3rd on the B and the 3rd on the E on the 2nd beat, and the open G on the 3rd beat. So that is the first half of the technical exercise. So here's that half played in its entirety. The second half of the exercise starts with an E minor chord played on the first beat, which is held for an entire bar. And then we've got an ascending and descending run, which are similar to the first half, but they are using different notes. So this time we're starting on the second fret of the D and the open G on the first beat. Then we're doing a stretch up to the 4 on the D and the 2 on the G on the second beat. The open G and open B on the third beat. And the 2 on the G and the 1 on the B on the fourth beat. In the second bar, it's open B and third fret on the B on the first beat. First on the B, open E on the second beat. Third on the B and open B on the third beat. And then open E on the fourth. So that open E string on the fourth beat is the one that we're holding for a quarter note as well. So that's an entire beat there. Then we come to the descending run. So that starts with the open E and the first fret on the B on the first beat. Third on the B and open on the second beat. First on the B and second on the G on the third beat. And open B, open G on the fourth beat. Then in the final bar, we're ascending from the second fret of the D up to the open G, playing the open B string and coming back to the G on the second beat. And then on the third beat, we're playing just the second fret of the D and holding that for the remainder of the bar. So here's the second half of the technical exercise in full. So when you're learning this, it's good practice to break this down into small, manageable chunks. So I split this in half there from the 2 different chord changes we're doing, but you can break this down into smaller chunks like bar by bar if you really want to. The important thing is you spend time with the metronome to get the timing consistent, make sure all the finger movements are right and all the notes are ringing clearly. Once you're happy that you've learned all of the elements of this bit by bit, you can then put it together as a full piece. Like I said earlier, you can do this on both electric and acoustic guitar with a pick or with your fingers. So here's how it sounds in full once more. So there you go, there is technical exercise number 1 from grade 1 of the Music Teachers Board Contemporary Guitar Exam. I hope you have found this video useful, and I hope it helps you develop your skills and really get great at this technical exercise. If you need any additional assistance from a specialized guitar teacher, please head to musicteacher.com and check out the network of great music teachers all around the country. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon.